Welcome back, my cute sickle cucumbers. How you doing today? Chris here, back again with some more Bloons Monkey City. Did I mention my name's Chris? Did I mention this was Bloons Monkey City? Because that's what we have today. We've got to get 100,000 cash before the day is over, my friends. We're going to try for it, see if we can make it happen. We're going to beat some levels. We just got to earn some freaking cash over here because I want to get my first banana farm upgraded. Now, how the heck are we going to beat this mountain tile? First of all, no banana farms. Well, that's going to add a little bit of difficulty to this. But because this is not that bad of a level by itself, I think we'll be okay. So, I am going to do my standard ninja start. I'm probably going to end up popping in some, something. I think we're going to do a cannon, actually, instead of a mortar today. And maybe even pop in an extra little wizard buddy in here. He's not that expensive. He's actually pretty darn helpful. And I think overall he's going to be a pretty solid addition to our team right now. Now, sadly, there's no good towers that are favored. There is the ice tower that is favored, but like, just no. I don't think so. I don't think I want to do that, man. So let's pop in. Should I wait? I don't know. I'm gonna try and wait, but if it comes down to it, if there's some lead balloons or something, I'm gonna go for the wizard. I know I was talking about the cannon too, but I think the wizard's just a better way to go about it. So I'm just curious. I was talking to you guys a little bit about games that I've been playing that are, kind of fun for me to like go back and play, or the games that I've just recently started playing and whatnot. Usually games that are like a year old or something like that that I can get for pretty cheap. That's the games that I'm usually interested in. But I'm actually a little bit curious on what kind of games you guys are looking forward to. What have you guys been, thinking about that you really, really want to play? I know like Destiny 2 just came out, and I think a lot of my friends actually are going through and trying to play that thing like to the absolute max. One of my friends though who really, really loved Destiny 1 said he didn't really like Destiny 2 as much, and I don't really understand why that is. But this is a great way for you guys to tell me what you would like to see me play on possibly my second channel, or just to kind of share some funness with me. None of you guys have noticed or not, but these shurikens are going boop, 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 boop. They're just shooting this way and then somehow managing to get up here. I know you can't really see all that well because the frames are sort of weird, but it's still sort of intriguing to watch. Alright, it's wizard time. Come on, give me some money. Please no leads. Please no leads. I can see that happening, man. $539. Oh, guess what, Chris? Lead balloons running through your defense. Screw you. I could totally see that happening. Pineapples? Possibility, but still not very good. But yeah, I've been looking into playing some other sort of new and fun and interesting games while I wait for BTD 6. And if you guys have any that are coming out pretty soon, I would love to hear about them. I think the only one that I'm actually kind of excited about right now is, as I was stating in my other video, the new Shadow of Mordor. I don't know what the name is going to be. I know that it's the new Lord of the Rings game, so it's going to be. I think it's going to be pretty similar to the other one, but hopefully better, more in depth, maybe a little bit different gameplay mechanics or something like that. Because I feel like if it's the same gameplay mechanics, I'm just going to dominate too hard right from the get-go, and that's going to be sort of an upsetting game. I don't even want that. I'm going to have to learn some stuff along the way as well. That's one thing that I've noticed about games a lot of times is when you have like the second game, they leave everything just way too similar to the first one, and it's like you're playing the same game over again with just like slightly different levels or something like that. I don't want that. This is a great kind of way to lead into BTD 6 over here. I really hope that it's not a BTD 5 2.0, if that makes any sense whatsoever. BTD 5 2.0 equals BTD 6? What? Chris, what are you talking about? Well, basically, my main point here is, you know what, actually, this is a wonderful level for, possibly a wonderful level for the spike factory. Let's see, I don't know, man. Yeah, I want most of my spikes to be over here. Yeah, good. Okay, so there's still a couple over there, but I still feel like this is pretty interesting. I am going to go for a Moab shredding spike popper guy. And I think the Moabs will still sneak through over here and actually hit some of these spikes. So this could end up being a really good, effective Moab popper. Intrigued to test it out, man. I don't think I've ever done this before on this level. But because there's so many spikes over here as well, it's going to be a little bit weird. And on top of that, the spikes aren't like all piling up over in the corner right here. They're actually still kind of going over in this area as well, which I don't know if a Moab can reach, but I think a BFB or Oh My God will definitely reach. Alright, Moab Shredder time. Now, we spent a lot of money on this spike factory, obviously. So he better be doing a pretty decent job. Now you can see that when the Moab Shredder gets upgraded, he actually shoots out spikes even faster than before, which is pretty freaking sweet. I feel like that's definitely something that you sort of need spike factory upgrade. Otherwise, it's just sort of worthless. So, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some balloon popping power. I think the best thing for that is, honestly, the mortar. I'm going to go for a left-sided mortar over here. Oh, gosh. Because I upgraded him, he had that slow little cooldown right there. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad. But we'll keep him in the front, we'll move him around as we see fit, and on top of that, I'm going to probably get a couple cannons sort of situated in the middle of the map. I don't know if I want to do monkey villages or anything. I mean, we're only got 24 rounds total here, guys, so we don't need to go ham on these guys. We need to do a decent job with them overall. For example, I actually, honestly, I thought that Crash Bandicoot got better between the 3 games that you played. It was the same, it was like sort of similar, but the gameplay mechanics, even the jumping was slightly different. They came out with a lot of different mini games and stuff like that, so there's a lot of new and interesting things to do. And then and then they also gave you a bunch of new abilities to work with as well, which you don't think is all that important, but literally all you're doing is running and jumping around and dodging things and stuff like that. So if you have a new way to jump and dodge and do weird things, it adds a whole new level of gameplay to it. If it's something that you literally don't even need to use at all, which I think happens in a lot of games, they're like, well, how the heck do we do anything with this? Well, we'll force them to use it on this level, and then we'll never have them use it for the rest of the game. And it's like, well, we tactically added some new stuff in the game. So I feel like a lot of games do that these days, and that's obviously a little bit upsetting. One of my favorite games, though, just in case you guys are curious, the kind of games that I like, I loved Super Smash Brothers. That was one of my favorite games of all time. I really, really like, even though I don't have a 3DS right now, I liked Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance. I played that for the GameCube. Seriously, one of my favorite games of all time. I probably have some of out of all the games that I've played, it's probably like definitely top 10, probably top 5 in the amount of hours that I've actually put into a game. Because not only did I beat it on easy and then normal, and then I went back and I played it on impossible as well, or the hardest difficulty. So I feel like once you can do that to a game, you really know that you've done it good enough. The only game that I've actually tried to beat on impossible that I've never been able to do, and this is really upsetting to me, is Metroid Prime. Yeah, I'm not joking. I feel like I should go back and just try to beat it one of these days, but I feel like the best I ever was probably when I was a kid, and I feel like if I just start playing it right now, I'm actually going to do even worse. So you can tell the Moab Shredder did work a magical way today. He popped pretty much every single one of the Moabs. I don't think any of them snuck through. And obviously once you get that done, it's just like, well, pop some balloons. So I still want to play one difficult tile for you guys. We're going to end up continuing on in our little tentacle up here. Hopefully we can find something sort of cool, but this is a grouped BFB camo tile. So I really hope it doesn't lag at all either. We were getting some lag troubles in some of my other Bloons Monkey City videos. So I'm going to do it, no, you know what? I think I got to do, oh crap, no banana farms either. Okay, so I think we have to do this with a monkey village. I get a monkey village right here. I'm going to get my ninja right here. And we're going to get him up to a pretty high level right away. Because it's a camo detection tile, I decided to go for a ninja as my starting tower. I could go for like a cannon or a boomerang or something, but ninjas are honestly just so much better. Plus, on top of that, they're really good against Moabs. So, we got to deal with those guys somehow, right? So here we go. I've been talking about video games a lot in a lot of my videos lately. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Another thing that I've been doing is watching a little bit of TV, not as much as I used to. I remember when I first moved into my house that wasn't my parents' house, I first got introduced into Netflix. So my girlfriend's got a Netflix account, and I was like, oh, at first I was like, okay, well, let's just watch something. So I watched like an episode of something that a lot of people were talking about at the time, which was Walking Dead. And there was like 5 seasons or something like that at the time, so I'm like, oh crap. So I watched like all 5 seasons of The Walking Dead within like, I don't know, 2 weeks or something like that. And I'm like, I'm addicted. I am absolutely addicted to this. I need to be better, man. I need to make sure I actually do stuff in my life as well. So the one thing that I've been occupied by a lot lately has been Iron Marines. Holy crap, guys. I'm probably going to do a, I don't know if I want to do any videos on this channel. I haven't really completely decided if I want to do that yet. I think I'm going to not do that. But, I've got a lot of other videos on my other channel, so if you guys don't know, I do actually have multiple channels. I've got 3 channels in total. I've got Super John Bombo, I've got Super John Bombo Let's Plays, and then I also have a Super Science channel. The Super John Bombo and the Super John Bombo Let's Plays, I feel like those are sort of similar channels, just Bloons versus other games. The thing about the Let's Play channel is I don't really care how many people watch my videos. I want to make videos I want to make videos on, so if I that's what I'm talking about, like games that you guys want to see me play, because I want to enjoy the game and I want you guys to enjoy it with me. But I don't want to play a random game that I'm not going to enjoy just because a lot of other people like it. I know that a lot of people do that on YouTube. They just play really crappy games, pretend like they're having fun, and it's like, oh, it's the popular thing. Let's just do it all. I think that. Oh crap. Oh god. Can I afford it? I don't know. It's gonna be really close here, guys. We're gonna go for the mortar. Oh god, that was terrible decisions. Terrible decision making from Chris right there. I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out, man. But I'm going to rebomb a Monkey Village, even though I lost a bunch of money on that process right there. I'll get the extra accuracy, and on top of that, I'm going to get the big blast. So, of course, they have to send out freaking Camo leads against me. Of course, of course. Now, we're in a position where I think we can pop this thing, but again, it's just a little bit spicy. Oh, man, we need to get a cannon or something up in here. Gosh, another one. Poop. Poop. Okay, let's get our cannon up to Moab Mullen. I'm also going to use 2 sets of road spikes on this thing, just to help out just that tiny little bit. You got to be careful, though, those ceramics. You never know when you're just going to randomly not get them all distracted. And that's the biggest issue with the ninjas, is if you ever have them not distract those guys, well, pretty much game over at that point, dude. Now that I've got this Moab Mauler, though, I feel like I can pop these guys just a little bit faster, and I don't even need to worry about them pretty much at all. But also, keep in mind, I'm not earning a lot of money today, guys. I have to rely totally on everything inside of the range of the Monkey Village, just getting like 10% extra money for myself. So hopefully by the end of the video, I'll be rolling around in the money, man. Just build whatever the heck I want, whenever I want. So I'm going to do another ninja, even though I'm a little bit afraid of the BFBs, though. You know, I feel like that could easily destroy me. One single BFB. It's just a little bit early of a round, though, to make that happen. So hopefully we can manage it. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, gosh. Alright, what else can we talk about? I don't know, man. I've talked a lot about video games in my past few videos. Let me think. Plus, I'm looking at these ads right now. It's just like a gigantic... It actually looks kind of cool, to be honest. I like the picture, though I don't think I would actually like the game. It's a Guild Wars Path of Fire advertisement. And yeah, I mean, it looks like it's got like a really cool looking dinosaur monster looking thing over here. I'm intrigued by it a little bit. Like, okay, I would like to ride that thing. How about this? What's the weirdest animal that you've ever seen? Ooh, now that's a fun one. Okay, how about this? What's the weirdest wild animal that you've ever seen? Ooh, that's even intensified. Intensified. So I have, okay, kind of scary story really quick, guys. I have to tell you about the most scary slash terrifying animal that I've ever heard in person, and then the most terrifying thing that I've ever seen, or not terrifying, but the weirdest animal that I've ever seen in person. Again, not in the zoos. You have to see it in the wild. So, for the first time ever, by the way, I have seen a leech. I didn't think that leeches existed all that much. It's like, you see them in movies all the time, but you never see them in real life. Now, the thing is, I think most people don't go swimming it that much in, like, ponds anymore. I mean, like, every once in a while you probably do, but, or, like, maybe bigger lakes. But I never go swimming in any ponds near my house, ever. I've never done that. I've seen, actually, a couple people do it, but I've never done it. I've never even really thought about it. It hasn't even, like, crossed my mind. So, I didn't think that they existed. I've never seen anybody actually get, like, a leech on them or anything like that. But I was catching... What was I catching? What was it? Oh, I set a trap. That's what it was. I tried to set a tadpole trap. I didn't make this into an actual video or anything like that. I think I might have mentioned this, by the way, when it happened the first time. But, I set a tadpole trap, and it didn't catch, quote-unquote, anything. All I did was I threw some bloodworms inside of a plastic container that like has a small hole on one end, and then obviously it's fairly easy for them to just stay in there and not leave. So it's really not like actually trapping them, it's just harder for them to leave than it is to get in. Usually. As we get a lot of money again, what are we going to buy? Let's get our monkey village up. I think that's the best thing for us. Again, it's... Oh, crap, oh, crap. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't believe we almost lost that thing. What was up with the cannon? Oh, he's not... Not even matter? I don't think it matters all that much. So we got a 2-3 monkey village now, so at least we're going to be helping out there a little bit. I think I'm going to pop a couple more Moab maulers in, and I want to get an Arctic wind up. And I think once we get that Arctic wind, doesn't matter how many balloons are coming in, we're going to take them all down. So no lag yet. That's something I want to point out really quick. Maybe the Arctic wind is the lag causer, or maybe it was just the lag causer in that single game over there. But when you got that many balloons on the screen, it makes sense there's going to be a little bit of lag. So a leech is definitely one of the weirdest things that I've seen. I have seen a salamander in real life. I didn't think that there was... I didn't think that they didn't exist, but I didn't think they existed where I live. I also seen a 5-legged frog. That was pretty cool, too. I actually caught the 5-legged frog. It was really easy to catch. It was sort of derpy and messed up. I later found out that, I thought this was just like a weird, crazy chemical mutation or something like that. I later found out that it was actually this weird, parasite that causes frogs to grow extra legs. As weird as that sounds. It infects the tadpole and then makes them grow extra legs. Now here's the weirdest part. Do you know why they do that? Why does the parasite make frogs grow extra legs? Like, wouldn't you want it to survive? Well, it makes them grow extra legs so they're more likely to get eaten by, guess what? A bird. Guess what? Then the parasite goes into the bird, but it doesn't I don't think it reproduces in the bird. I think then it poops it out and it reproduces actually in a slug or a snail. And as a matter of fact, guess what snails eat? Bird poop. So, yeah, it was kind of a weird, goofy array of things that have to happen to have these frogs get extra legs. But there's like a big pond, very specifically in the south, that was getting like a ton of these frogs that had like a bunch of extra legs. And it just so happened that they all had this ridiculous parasite. So I'm going to get a random right-sided ninja over here. It doesn't really help out all that much in Bloons Monkey City, but I feel like, you know what, let's... we might lose. I didn't get the Arctic wind up. Oh, crap. Let's do the Arctic wind instead. I completely lied, guys. Screw that ninja. I don't know where to put him. You know what? Let's just get rid of the 4th tier cannon, honestly. There we go. We're going to get this guy up. We're going to say, screw you. We don't need you either. We're going to grab a couple more... Let's grab a spike factory while we're at it. What do you guys think? No, it's not even going to fit in the right spot. But I guess we could try it. A little bit of damage here and there doesn't hurt anybody. But we're only on round 24. That's the weird thing. Round 24, we're down to 13 lives already. Obviously, this is a spicy level right here, guys. Spicy! Barely got enough popping power with these things. The good news is we don't have any DDTs coming out. Woo! It's just a camo tile. So we can actually manage this thing. If it was a DDT oh my god tile, dude, I think we'd probably end up losing. And with no extra banana farms like this, no extra money, just surviving, it's going to be tough. So you can tell the Spike Factory, even though it doesn't work out magically every single time, is doing a pretty decent job against these guys. It really is popping that oh my god layer so freaking fast. So we are starting to get a little bit laggy over here, but it's not quite as laggy as the other game. Now, the Ice Tower only has 1800. Yeah, it must be the Ice Tower. It must be the Lag Master 5000. I don't know if it was a recent update or if it was something else really goofy. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Let's see. Okay, so I gotta tell you guys about the weird noise that I heard, though. So this was back, of course, on one of my Men vs. Wild trips, one of my camping trips with my friends. And we were doing this... Probably shouldn't even tell you guys this, but I'm going to do it anyways. We were doing this weird thing where, you know, there was this campsite that kept shining a light on people walking by. So it was late at night, and we walked by once, and they shined the flashlight on us. Like, it was like a big light, dude, not just like a regular flashlight. It was like one of those big, I almost want to call it like a spotlight kind of thing. It was pretty beefy, guys. So... Anyways, we decided to play a little bit of a prank on them. We're like, well, what's the best way to prank them? Well, it just so happens that if... Oh, crap! Really? Gosh darn it, camo balloons, dude. Whoa. Alright, so we're gonna try this instead. I want to do a second mortar. Up to camo detection over here. You know, let's just do a third while we're at it. We're gonna do 3 mortar. No, I only got 2. Boo. Alright, so we're gonna get an extra ninja, I guess. Oh, why not? We're gonna put him on strong, though. And spend all of our money on that guy. Sort of a weird positioning, but now we got 2 mortars. I don't know where the heck to put them, though. I think maybe right here and right here are probably the best spots. Yeah, that seems like it's working out pretty well, but with the lag, I think the lag's the biggest problem. I think the lag's affecting our mortars somehow to make them not hit all of the camo balloons the way they should. But there is obviously a lot of balloons right here. We're still struggling a little bit. The Arctic Wind is doing a pretty decent job killing everything, but not perfect. Whoa. Holy crap, man. This is going to be an important ninja for us, I think. Oh, God. Look at that. We're going to lose. Ah! I'm out of road spikes. Can't even do anything. Alright, well, here's 1 extra ninja. We only got 2 more rounds to go, guys. Let's see if we can manage this stuff. Maybe the ice tower could be in a better position. Maybe over here. But then I gotta move my monkey village. I just can't do that. Just can't make it happen. Ooh, abilities. That could help out. Alright, let's just clean up some of these balloons or clean up some of these big rushes with a Blade Maelstrom. In fact, that might even be better than a ninja. Just use a Blade Maelstrom every once in a while. Let's see. Looks like we can take these guys down. It's not too big of a rush. Yeah, no problem. But round 30, who knows what the heck's going to happen right there. So what we would do is we'd pull up our pants just a little bit. Like my shorts would just go up to, like, you know, almost like you were wearing like a really small bathing suit kind of thing. Then you'd pull your shirt down a little bit, and it looks like you're wearing no pants. Yeah, I know. Pretty goofy, right, guys? So what we did was we walked past the place, and when they shone the flashlight on me, it looked like I was wearing no pants, and then I just did a little bit of a squeal, and I ran away. I was like, ah! So anyways, I went, and me and my friends, being sort of young and stupid, thought this was absolutely hilarious. So we decided, you know what, let's do it one more time. So I walked over there, and I was going to do it one more time. So this is where I'm like, what the heck do I do, guys? I don't even know. I want to use the Blade Maelstrom. Let's get rid of one of these Moab Maulers. We're going to use the Blade Maelstrom right here. Ba-dum-bum. Get rid of all the balloons on the screen. Alright. We're going to buy it again. This is going to be tough, no matter what, man. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on right here. Luckily, I think we can take down this first set of balloons, but now the second set, that's where it's going to be a little tricky. Oh, crap. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. It's going to be close. All I got is pineapples. Pineapples! Do it, pineapples, do it! And they've survived so far! Holy crap, guys. One of the tightest games I've ever played. We did have to use a continue over here, but doesn't matter. Had winnage. But anyways, just to finish off my story really quick. So I ended up going over there, and I was going to do it again. But they didn't shine the flashlight on me this time. I guess they were probably asleep or something at this point. Anyways, I heard the loudest roaring noise that I've ever heard, coming not from their campsite though. It's from a slightly different area. Very scary, like type of noise. I ran. So my friends were like a little bit further away from me. They didn't want to get caught, with me, sitting there with my pants down and whatnot. So I ran to my friends, and they're like, "Why'd you make that noise?" And I'm like, "I didn't make that noise." They're like, "No way! Like, we heard it from over here. Like, that was freaking scary." And I'm like, "Yeah, obviously." So to this day, I still think that there was some sort of mountain lion or like something else like that roared at me. Now, not saying for sure that happened, but I was seriously scared. That was like the scaredest I've ever been. It was pitch dark over there, and yeah, you hear a giant growling monstrosity type thing coming at you, man. It was scary. I might have died that day. Who knows? If I didn't run fast enough, might have died. But that was definitely the scariest / weirdest noise that I've ever heard. Obviously, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you press that like button for me. I appreciate. Oh, wait. Let's see. Do we have enough? Do we have enough? Ah, it looks like we might. It's gonna be very close. 100,000. I said I wanted to get this banana farm, and I did not let go. It's gonna take 36 hours to upgrade it, though. Only 250 balloon stones to upgrade it now. I should probably just do it, dude. Screw it. Screw it. 250 bloonstones, 1,000 experience. Delicious. It's a great way to waste bloonstones, by the way, because I still have 1,000,000 right now. But yeah, thanks for watching and have a super duper delicious day.